In fact, exactly 84 pupils sat for their matric exams, but you will remember that it was a difficult year for them, taking into consideration the fires that took place around June, and they did take about a 9-day break just to make sure that things were okay. But however, we're going to speak to the deputy headmaster, who's going to tell us about the measures that they took at the time in June to ensure that the matrics actually continued with their exams, and also the measures that they took throughout the year to make sure that now they're celebrating good pass rates and in fact amazing results from the matrics that sat down for the exams this year. Jacques, thank you so much for talking to us. Tell us a bit about some of the measures that you guys took from July 4th, if I remember correctly, and also between June 10th and July 4th, the matrics writing the exams at the time.
Yes, Viva, thanks very much. It's been a challenging year. Fires 10th June, 11th June, we met as a board and decided that the school would reopen as expected after half term on the 4th of July. We therefore took a 9-day early holiday, essentially, to get everything up and running, including with our normal half term. The matrics, in the meantime, we announced to the school on Monday. We met at the Nelson Mandela Stadium. We met with our parents and our supporters from the community, and told the matrics that we're going to be continuing with the exams from the Wednesday. And after some hesitation, they all climbed into it. Our staff were amazing in just setting up 2 exam venues, and we're very thankful to Victory School in Jeffreys Bay and St George's in Port Elizabeth for allowing us to use their venue. And we ended up writing our June exams in those venues in 2 different groups, with teachers volunteering to jump in as invigilators and to support the pupils in that sense. There were some workshops for the pupils to assist them a little bit with some of their preparation, especially for the early exams, when we just wanted to support our pupils and make sure that they could get over quite a trying time and quite a time of maybe emotional distress. Some pupils even wrote at home and under parent supervision, emailed papers back and forth, and it was quite a community experience, with a WhatsApp group where photos being shared of the groups writing and munchies being made for the children. A positive experience. When we got back on the 4th of July, we were able to run pretty much a normal school, barring a couple of, I think the infrastructure in the IT labs wasn't quite set up yet, but there were desks and boards and tables, chairs, everything set up as usual. And the rest of the year could continue. In fact, the only thing that we didn't do in the year that we intended to do was that Saturday rugby fixture against Dispatch, in which case we had the buses to use to evacuate pupils. But everything else, we did our fixtures. The District 6 performance later on that term was all done as expected. So the matric's been able to contribute to the school in a general sense, and as well as putting together a good set of results, is a wonderful experience for us.
Thank you so much, Jacques. And then I think lastly from you, we see at the time there were some temporary structures, and the main exam venue here at Woodridge that you would have used initially got burnt down in the fire as well. Did you manage to maybe use the temporary structures? Where did they write their final exams?
Yes, the venue right behind us is where the matrics would have written their exams, in our school hall. Also the matrics privileged bathrooms for the school day are also behind us. So we had to make a plan, and the prep school have a multi-purpose hall which we were able to utilise. So obviously some restructuring from how we would have run the year on that side, and our computer exams of course were written in temporary venues as well, and that all went off without a hitch, and we're extremely pleased with that.
Thank you so much. And now we're going to speak to Amika, who is a matriculant, top achiever here at this school, 99% for maths. I think that's your results are the best that we have from IEB here in the Eastern Cape as well. How are you feeling? What was the year like? How did the fires maybe affect you? What was it like for you guys as matrics?
The year itself was quite a busy year, I'm not going to lie. The fires, they were absolutely devastating, but I mean we actually carried on as a school. We just took one day at a time, and we actually managed to carry on quite well and come back stronger. So that was quite awesome.
And then next year, what are your plans looking like? Well, not even next year, this year actually. What are your plans looking like? I know you said earlier that you're looking forward to going possibly to Nelson Mandela University. What are you looking to study?
BSc Computer Science, so I'm quite excited for that. It's a new adventure which I'm quite excited for.
Thank you so much, Amika, for your time. Well, there we have it. Big celebrations here at Woodridge College, which went through quite a difficult year with the fires, but definitely boasting a 99% pass rate, only because one matriculant fell ill and wasn't able to write any of his exams. But it is said that all those whom are part of the IEB section and private schools will be able to have a second opportunity to write exams in February, those whom actually fell sick and weren't able to write the exams at the end of the year. But for now, it's back to you guys in studio.
Thank you very much. We're Potty live from the Eastern Cape. 99% for matric maths. Wow. All right, 2017 was a challenging year for education officials in KwaZulu.